I let all the fall and winter people have their moment, but now it's my time to shine. Spring is my absolute favorite season, and I am so excited to talk to you about all of the trends that are predicted to come about in this year's spring. Let me tell you, I did my research for this video. Also, I am trying to build a couple fun backgrounds for my videos, so please let me know if you like this look or if you want me to go back to just the plain white backgrounds. Alright, let's talk about the first one. The main sort of takeaway I have is that we're going for a elevated basic look. Everything is quite simple, it's pieces you would already own, and then they just elevate it with certain accessories or a certain silhouette. Nothing is overly artsy or overly maximalist. It's all quite monochrome. I also think that this current trend of fashion is a perfect canvas for the wrong shoe theory, taking a very simple or plain outfit and then pairing it with a shoe that does not match at all completely elevates the look. The ox blood red color or rich burgundy, cherry red, it does look quite similar to the maroon that was trending in the fall time. So if you have maroon or dark red pieces that you bought for the fall season, you can totally pull them back out for spring and they will look perfect. However, this shade of red does have a bit of a different hue and it looks a bit warmer and more romantic. The color red itself is absolutely still a trend, and we will be seeing so many pieces in multiple shades of red all the way through spring and summer of 2024. But I think that this exact shade of red is quite prominent for spring, and it's a shade we have yet to see in the fashion of 2024, so that's why I pointed it out. Every season of fashion, there seems to be some incorporation of a sporty look, so let's talk about this season's sport style. The sporty looks of the 2024 spring and summer fashion shows have kind of been classified as sporty chic by the public. It's once again the elevation of a very simple fashion piece. So like different sports jackets, tracksuits, sporty shorts. This wasn't a part of any of the collections, but I still firmly believe that soccer and boxing elements will play a big part in spring and summer fashion, especially with the shoes like indoor cleats, boxing shoes. I can absolutely see that happening. But I'm not personally a big sports attire fan, so let's move on to the next thing, which is satin shoes. Also, those heels, I forget what they're called, snapback heels, I think. I'll put a picture here, but these heels, I feel like every single model was wearing these shoes on the runway. And then satin shoes, they're so pretty. You can get such a variety of colors, and they really go with any outfit, no matter how dressed up or dressed down you are. Here is your proof that trends just always come back around. We went from big bags and briefcases to small clutches to tote bags to shoulder purses, and now we're back to these big duffel bag type bags. This is one of the only trends I have seen actually happening with my own eyes. I live in Wisconsin, so I don't necessarily see a lot of fashionable or trendy pieces here, but the amount of people who have recently started sporting these really cute quilted big bags to grocery stores and to cafes is crazy. There's so many more fashion opportunities for big bags because you have all of this space to add like pockets and buckles and zippers and ribbons and embroidery and buttons, and you can make an entire outfit out of just a bag. And I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I see people carrying around big bags like that, I feel like we're all living in this little small town, walking around with our belongings and our cute little quilted bags, and we don't really own cars, we just bike everywhere, go to cafes, and I love it so much. But remember, trends come around, so don't throw out your shoulder bags or your clutches. I'm sure they will still get plenty of use in spring and summer. This one is not a fashion prediction, but it's just something I really want to happen, so I'm going to say it in case we can all kind of group together and make this happen. Going off of the big bag trend, I think we should all start carrying around little wicker baskets. How cute would that be? I have seen just a few outfits that actually have these baskets, and they are the most darling accessory. I think it's something we should all bring around for spring and summer of 2024 or 2025. I can be patient, but it should happen, please. Utility jackets seem to be a bit of a thing. I've been seeing them popping up on a couple outfits here and there. I don't have much to say on this trend other than the fact that I like utility jackets. I understand why they're coming into style. I think they are perfect for spring, and I also think they are perfect if you live in a colder climate but still want to have that spring look to your outfits. Let's talk about the unavoidable color of 2024 spring. I don't think there was really a single collection that didn't have at least one piece in this color, and that is a soft butter yellow. I think it is very pretty. I do not like yellow on myself, and I also am not crazy about it, but I've seen a couple dresses and outfits with this butter yellow that I think is gorgeous. So if you like the way yellow looks, I would absolutely hop on this trend. I think it's a really pretty color for spring, and you could probably make this work in summer and possibly fall as well. Fringe is back, full steam ahead, and it really makes sense that it came back because we had first the fur pieces, and then we had the feather pieces, and now we're gonna have the fringe pieces. Also, the fringe material definitely comes from the whole flapper dress era, which is a time in fashion that we're kind of like dipping our toes into right now, so it makes sense that it's back. I keep going back and forth on this trend. I've seen some pieces I really like, and then I've seen some I don't like as much, so I don't think I'll be participating in this one just because if I'm not 100% sold on it, why would I buy it? But I do think the fringe look can be cute. It also can get tacky really fast. I'm gonna have to wait and see how this fringe look plays out in the everyday fashion, and then I will make an opinion. The use of aprons or the apron type neckline in different dresses and outfits. I'm very curious to see how this plays out in the next few months because I do think it has a lot of potential, but I don't know if we're going to really grab onto this trend and make it a thing. Let's talk about colors again quickly. There are no colors. There is an abundance of white fashion this spring. There is also some pale pinks, some beiges, some pale yellows, but it's all very like white toned. And then when there is a colored outfit, it is completely monochrome, like head to toe red, head to toe blue. It's all one block look. I just thought that was interesting and something I needed to comment on. I will definitely still be wearing a lot of color this spring, although I do think white and spring go very well together. I could be wrong, but I feel like a month or two ago, we all kind of decided as a society that we didn't like high-rise jeans and that everything had to be low or mid-rise. I was quite shocked to see that almost all of these outfits had drastic high-rise pants or skirts. I'm not really sure, maybe I didn't get the memo, maybe the high-rise is back, maybe we didn't actually abandon high-rise, but I really thought that we were like done with high-rise pants. So I don't know what this means. I'm very confused, and I'm also interested to see if we are going to start wearing high-rise pants again. You know, I do think that there is indeed a time and place for high-rise pants, so if they come back, I will not be mad. I'm just confused. The one bit of spring floral that is happening is the rose. I am not at all surprised that this is the flower of spring. Rose is such a coquette flower, and coquette fashion seems to have a grasp on us all in some way. I'm also quite happy it's a rose because roses are my favorite flower, or one of my favorite flowers. I think they're very pretty. I don't think that the roses are really going to become a printed floral fabric because the few rose fabrics I have seen look extremely tacky, and I can't see that becoming a thing, but I think it's going to be more like elements of roses. Like this dress is very not practical, but it's going to be something like that. But I can't see it becoming an actual printed floral fabric, and if it does, I don't think I'll like it. But I do like the whole rose element of all of these dresses. Like this one is stunning. Most of these spring looks seem to have this extra bounce, this extra floof, this extra funness to them. And that's because we are bringing back tulle skirts, tulle dresses, tulle shirts. Tulle is such a fun material and can add so much volume and character to an outfit. And I really, really hope that we bring these tulle skirts into our everyday fashion this spring. I mean, look at the way this skirt is moving. That is so playful and fun, and it completely embodies like the soul and spirit of spring into fashion. I cannot express to you how much I like this trend, and I really hope I can get my hands on some sort of tulle dress or tulle skirt before the spring season hits. I would be unstoppable with a tulle dress. Bows are still a big thing in fashion, and they probably will be for quite a time now, so I won't talk too long about this, but I have been seeing that most of the uses of bows or ribbon is much more bold and defined, like a big bow in the model's hair or around her waist or at the back of her dress. It's very big, very poofy, very defined, and very there. Where when the bows first started, they were much more dainty and there was lots of them, like you tie 3 or 4 in your hair and it was really fun. Whereas now I think we're moving more towards the classy, simple, elegant, like one big black bow in your hair. We'll see. Let's finish this off by talking about one last color for spring, and that is a light baby or robin's egg blue. This one I totally saw coming as well. We all kind of predicted that blue blue was going to be the color of 2024. I think it is very pretty. It complements the yellow, the pink, and the white all beautifully and makes this wonderful little color palette for spring. I still have a bunch more notes, and a lot of these trends that I didn't touch on yet I think are a lot more summer based, so I'm gonna make another video all about the summer fashion trends of this collection, and that will be going up in just a couple days. I think I will probably post it on Tuesday, so if you enjoyed this video or if you want to come back and watch the next video, then I encourage you to please subscribe and like this video. I wanted to quickly share with you a couple of pieces that I'm planning on wearing this spring. I thrifted this dark denim dress from my local Goodwill for I want to say like $4. This matcha sage green will always be a spring staple color whether it's trending or not. Not only are belts such an important piece of fashion lately, but also this is a nice white belt which ties into the whole white color for spring. And this tote bag is not necessarily what I was talking about with the whole big bag trend, but it still has that same look and that same feel. Now here is where the whole elevation of a basic outfit or the wrong shoe theory can come into play, and that is with these adorable tulip rubber boots. These are my mom's. I'm gonna put Olaf on the floor because these boots are kind of muddy. These are perfect spring shoes that I can't wait to wear. Mom, if you're watching this, I might have to steal your shoes. The flowiness of a skirt and the freshness of spring are just like twin sisters. I think that really any maxi skirt, like knee length and down, are perfect for the spring season, especially on those chilly days. Another trend that's not that prominent, so I didn't really mention it, but I'm gonna throw it out there now, is knitwear is kind of a thing. So like knitted sweaters or cardigans. My aunt recently cleaned out her closet and gave me a bunch of adorable knitted sweaters like this one, so I am all set for the spring season. This is the simple look I am starting with that needs a little bit of elevation. For starting off, I'm going to add a chunky belt because I will say this until the end of time, belts are the best thing you can do for yourself fashion-wise. They are also really easy to thrift for $1 to $2. I have found so many cute belts over the past year. Now we are going to add this jacket. It's not necessarily a trending jacket, but I think it has a lot of elements of a utility jacket and it has that same material of a sports jacket. So I will be using this jacket in the springtime when I feel the need to follow either of those trends because it has enough elements that I'm comfortable using this instead of buying an entirely new jacket. Comment down below your trend predictions or what you're planning on wearing for spring, and thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Okay, bye.